Darkcast Network. Out of the shadows comes the best of indie podcasts.
Welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast, where two lifelong horror fans talk all things horror. Pour yourself your favorite drink and hang out. Here are your hosts, Josh and Jake.
Hey guys, welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast. My name's Josh.
And I'm Jake.
And on today's episode, what fan-requested movie are we going to be discussing?
We are discussing 2023's Five Nights at Freddy's, directed by Emma Tammy.
Five Nights at Freddy's was requested to us by one of our fans, Braden, who thinks that this is his favorite horror movie that he's ever seen. So thank you, Braden, for requesting this episode. But before we get into this episode, what would we like to let anyone new to the J Squared Horror Podcast know?
As always, like and subscribe on YouTube.
Pretty, please.
Also find us on Spotify.
We're on there.
We're on Apple.
We are.
And we're on Google.
For now.
Also Instagram, J Squared Horror Podcast. Link tree in the bio. New episodes every Thursday.
Every single Thursday, two lifelong horror fans decide to get together and do what they consider to be the most original horror podcast out there. This podcast is a communication-based podcast. It is not information-based at all, meaning we're two friends that like to drink, get together, and talk about horror movies after we watch them. We also talk about themed episodes and fan-requested episodes like this one. We just like opening up all lines of communication about everything across the horror spectrum. So if that interests you at all, stick along and let us know if there's anything you want to hear us cover. Now, if you want to let us know what you want us to cover, you can go to www.jsquaredhorrorpodcast.com. It's a super easily navigated webpage that you can click and you can send over emails to let us know if you want to be on the episode live and in person, or if you want to request an episode idea like these fans have been doing lately. So if that interests you at all, please go check out www.jsquaredhorrorpodcast.com. Now, what I'd also like to mention real quick is we are a part of the Darkcast Network. The Darkcast Network is a podcasting network about independent, strange, and dark podcasts. They do everything from true crime to horror and everything in between. We only release episodes every Thursday, so if you want to fill up your whole week with podcasts, please go check out the Darkcast Network. Support those guys because they have been supporting us for quite some time now. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's is our first ever video game-based horror movie that we have ever covered on the podcast.
Okay.
I do not play much video games.
I don't either.
Okay. So we don't have some long excitement or knowing of the FNAF as its so-called franchise.
Yeah, we have no prior knowledge about this franchise besides just seeing this movie.
Yeah.
That is it.
Now, what we can both say, though, is that when we first watched this movie, we both watched it in our own times with different people in our lives. Yeah. I watched it with my nephew, Braden, who is a pretty big Five Nights at Freddy fan. How about you?
I watched with my daughter, Jayla.
Yep.
Who's also a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan.
So hopefully they absolutely obliterate us in the comments about how poorly we're probably going to do one of their probably favorite horror movies of all time.
I think what the thing is with this movie, before we get too far into our opinions on it.
Yeah.
Certain most movies have a certain demographic.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They're going after.
Yeah.
We're not the demographic. So, take our opinions on it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It's not for us.
I just spilled drink down my beard, so that's awesome. That was a first for the podcast.
Was it?
Yeah. Completely missed my mouth hole.
New year,
new me, baby.
Yeah.
I forgot how to drink out of a can. Yeah, I agree. It's not for our demographic of older people that don't have any I was never a big gamer. I was kind of poor growing up, so I didn't have them all at my readily accessible.
I much rather to be outside growing up.
I was a big outside guy too,
Yeah.
so I think that's why certain movies like Halloween and Friday the 13th and different ones where people are just being attacked in the normal world were a little scarier for us.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool that you can bring in a horror movie that is Blumhouse, who did all of the remakes of Halloween. They've done a plethora of other new horror content, and this is by far their most successful release to date at like $294.6 million.
On a budget of
20. So that's a 10
That's
times
insane.
return on which is exciting for all of the fans out there that are, as it's so called, FNAF. So I don't have to keep saying Five Nights at Freddy. That's what the cool kids say, as they say. This FNAF, it seems like it's going to take off and it's going to run. And hopefully it's for a long time for the people that enjoy it, because
Are they going to have sequels?
yeah, they're already lining up for stuff. Matthew Lillard is already confirmed. I think he's signed on for a couple, as we kind of heard in a little snippet that you just listened to.
Yeah.
They're not sure about Josh's character yet. The little girl's set to return. But yeah, I know that there's like different storylines with like the different Alton people and like different things. I don't know. Braden would be able to talk about it for 30 minutes easy. He talked a little bit about it, but I didn't pick up on any of it. Because it's like talking Lord of the Rings to somebody that never knew Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars to somebody that's never seen Star Wars.
Like, all right, that's
They're
cool.
like,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. That's fine. I don't really give a fuck, though, but sure.
Yeah. Thanks, bub.
I'm glad you're excited about
It
it.
is cool seeing him excited about it. I'm not knocking that at all.
Of course not. No.
No, not at all. Because everybody has their tastes and their preferences, and I think that this is exciting as like a nice middle ground or intro into horror, if you will. If it's something that can spark this younger generation of FNAF fans to then dive into more horror, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
It's a good,
you all need somewhere to start at.
yeah, it's a good toe dip.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's some brutal shit that happens in this movie, and there's like a subplot line that happens during this movie that's pretty intense, and it's been used in other horror, or more thriller movies. That definitely give me like Black Phone vibes a couple of times, and like just like different of that kidnapping type stuff.
Yeah.
Not to get into any spoilers. Well, I guess if you guys want no spoilers, go check it out on Peacock. It's free. It's been free since the day it came out on the Peacock streaming platform. Everywhere else you'd have to rent it. But yeah, so it starts with the opening kidnap scene, right? No, it starts off with the security guard guy. You don't know what the heck's going on.
Yeah, what's his name? Mike?
Mm-hmm. I'm not good at names on this
I think
podcast.
it's Mike.
Yeah, so some crazy stuff is happening wherever
the
that
dude
is.
from the Hunger Games.
No, that's not where it started. It started with the random security guard coming out of a AC vent and then gets the
Oh, and it's
smash at the face.
okay, yeah.
That's the actual beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Well, Mike's also security guards. I guess I got confused. No.
Who's Mike? Is that the main brother?
Yeah.
Main dude, that's his name, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can barely name.
Yeah, the guy from the Hunger Games.
Yeah, Josh Hutchinson?
Mike.
Mike.
That's all I know is Mike or the guy from the Hunger Games. Anyway,
The guy
yeah.
from the Hunger Games.
To get the original or the first security guard.
Yeah.
But I feel like even if you're not aware of the video games, you kind of get the whole vibe of the movie. It's pretty much like if Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck E. Cheese was crazy.
was haunted.
Yeah. It's,
This is that movie.
it's crazy because like Chuck E. Cheese's, I think just after the movie came out are officially getting rid of all their animatronics.
They still have them?
I guess at some locations.
They're creepy.
This movie makes them super creepy.
They move some of the eyes blinking so wide.
Just-
Yeah,
What's Disney World gonna do? Don't they have a shit ton of animatronics?
I don't know. I've never been.
What?
I've never been.
To Disney?
Disney World, Disneyland. Never been.
I've been to both of them.
Neither one.
Well, you got your animatronics out at Chuck E. Cheese, Bob, when they had them.
Yeah.
Creepy little mouse, usually like a bear, playing some instruments.
Yeah, they're all just hitting the
Yeah,
drums.
eyes, like their mouths are moving and the song's not even really going anymore. It's like a silent part of the song.
Just going
They're
to
just
side to side. And I'm like, yes, loving
Just
it.
fucking with a piece of cardboard pizza. Dude, Chuck E. Cheese's are gross. Anywhere like that's pretty foul as an adult.
But they have like revamped them.
Dude,
Also,
I'm 32 years old.
like those like shadow kitchens when you order stuff online. It's like a pizza place for like the chef from Chuck E. Cheese. What's his name?
The chef from Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, or like the name of the pizza or some shit.
Mm.
It's like a standalone place you can like order pizza from.
Really?
Yeah, so I ordered. Quick story. So I was in the mood for some chicken tenders,
I love chicken tendies.
and I couldn't get some from Jerry's. So
Whoa. That sucks.
well, I was at work,
Oh,
and it's 7:00 at night. So I'm on
just DoorDash from Jerry's.
I'm on Uber Eats,
Yeah.
and it was like Tender Shack. I said, doing it.
It's called Tender Shack?
Yeah, but it's one of those shadow kitchens. It's actually Outback Steakhouse.
Dude, you said Shadow Kitchen to me like I knew what the hell you were talking about. I didn't.
Oh,
I just was like, yeah, Shadow Kitchens.
yeah. So pretty much. So I watched a whole episode on Vice about it.
Dude, how do you find Vice? Where is Vice? How do I watch Vice?
Do you have Hulu?
Yeah, I have Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find Vice
Also,
shows.
YouTube just put in Vice, and it
It just
up.
pops up all the like interviews and stuff
Yeah,
they do.
go to the little Vice
Yeah.
logo, and it's up there. Cal's watching The Dark Side of Comedy, Dark Side of the Ring. Anyway, I love Vice. He has some good shows. So, with the Shadow Kitchens, it's pretty much like you order something, and it's like the name of something else, but really it's like an actual restaurant.
Oh.
And in certain places, it's like a standalone building. So I saw one guy, he ordered a chicken sandwich from 2 different places.
Mm-hmm.
But when the guy, he went to pick it up, it was at the same location. Shadow Kitchens. I fell into a whole fucking wormhole about Shadow Kitchens.
How late were you up that night?
2 a.m.
Yeah.
And only because my sister sent it to me. She's like, you heard of Shadow Kitchen? I said, what? Check this out. Boom. I'm hooked.
Yeah, man. I mean, you do like your food. And you
I
do.
do.
Like your food delivery services,
Yeah.
I guess.
And also, do like my YouTube.
Yeah. I don't typically use that kind of stuff. All right, so just for a little, this is like how much I don't like food delivery services.
Okay.
You know how I was feeling on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Pretty rough. I was pretty bad off. I was going to DoorDash from Dunkin' Donuts because I was like, that's going to help so much.
Yeah.
Give me a fat iced latte. Give me a breakfast sandwich, a little pancake thingy-majiggy. I'm going to be living my best life, right? I put in all my items onto DoorDash. It said $37. I said, there's not a chance in hell I'm that hungover that I'm going to spend $37 on DoorDash. So I put on my matching Christmas pajamas. I slid on my slides. And I hobbled out to the car and drove myself to Dunkin' Donuts because I refused to pay that much.
Well, the trick is,
What's the trick?
I mean, so what I do is, I just do pickup.
No, that's not DoorDash, is it?
I say Uber Eats.
Oh, Uber Eats. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choose to pick up that. It makes it super fast.
You just go,
Like the down the street, get it, pick it up.
Oh, okay. That's actually smart, yeah. I don't like paying the delivery
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck that. You make it, I'll come get it. Then we're done.
That
So-
was a good call.
So we're in the Outback,
Oh, yeah.
and I get the menu. This is on a different time. I'm trying new Outback things all of a sudden. So I asked the girl, hey, have you tried this bloomin' burger? And she was like, yeah. Okay, is it good? She's like, I don't like the onions on it.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
That's the whole point in the bloomin' onion burger.
I said, so is it good? Yes, okay. Okay.
People seem to like it.
So I get it. She was good.
Yeah. People like that one.
Yeah. I've never had with the bloomin' onion before, so having a little small piece on the burger, I enjoyed.
Just an onion ring.
Is
Is it not?
I never had. I don't know.
You know what an onion ring is, right?
Yeah, circular.
Yeah.
It's a fried onion
Yeah.
ring.
Onions are usually rings because you cut them.
Well, you could dice them as well.
Yeah, but all right. But my question is, isn't that what the bloomin' onion is?
I've
Just
never
their version
I've
of an
never
onion
had
ring?
one, but I would assume so. Yeah,
So what was on your burger?
it wasn't that though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
It looked like just like fried. Okay. The best way to describe would be
I'm waiting.
it would look like a bloomin' onion without the onion in it.
So it's just fried?
Yeah, with like sauce on it.
Oh, so the bloomin' part, the sauce?
I don't know.
Oh. Because I thought the bloomin' onion was just like a fat ass like stack of onion ring type
so I
thing.
feel like bloom like it's opening up. That's why.
But aren't they like, they're like little flower petals.
Yes, so they're blooming onions.
Yeah. I think it's just what an onion ring is, just in a different way. It's Outback's way of doing them.
Could be. I don't know.
Because there's like the Whiskey River burger at Red Robin. It comes with onion straws.
Red Robin's so bad.
We like Red Robin in my family.
Really?
We go all the time. Yeah.
Yikes.
Hey, man, unlimited french fries. And I usually do a second one and I never
Aren't
finish
they like
it.
super like fat steak fries?
I like a good steak fry every once in a while.
Oh, hate steak fries.
You're a shoestring guy.
It's weird. I am.
You're a shoestring guy.
But I like potato wedges.
That doesn't make
I
any
know.
sense.
It's the craziest fucking thing.
Well, no. I feel like potato wedges are more towards a potato.
So like the little wedge things at Wendy's breakfast. Delicious.
Yeah, but Wendy's breakfast is trash.
No, it's not.
It is.
Have you had their baconated breakfast sandwich?
I have not had the Baconator one yet, but what
There
I
you
have
go.
had is that honey chicken bullshit, and it made me vomit. And I don't puke from food. Whatever that honey bullshit is on the fucking chicken, dude, it was foul. Or maybe that was just a bad batch.
Dude, try the baconated breakfast sandwich.
I never go to Wendy's in the mornings. I guess I should try it.
Get Uber Eats, order it, go pick it up, and try it.
Dude, I didn't even tell you about the fiasco we got into when I was picking up our Wendy's for tonight.
What happened?
Dude, so I get there, and my work van doesn't fit in the drive-thru, so I have to go in like a peasant and order my food on their little kiosks.
Which I prefer going inside.
I do sometimes, but when I'm doubling down, if it's for two people, I like just getting that shit handed me through the window.
Okay.
I don't like carrying all the bags out. It's just
Okay.
going to rip on me. So I go in there, I try to order on the kiosk, and it's like, sorry, bro, it's not connecting to something. I'm like, well, what do I do? So I go to the register, and it's like I'm invisible. I'm a big dude. I tower over every employee that's in that bitch.
You're telling me, hey, dude, use the fucking kiosk.
And I was like, they like look at me, and I'm just like standing at their register, and I'm trying to like motion at like, yo, y'all shit's not working. And I tried. My order's right there. It's just spinning. And then finally the dude finishes doing 13 tasks. And I'm like, dude, like he's like, what's up, man? I was like, I'm just trying to order. He's like, you can do it right there. And I was like, well, actually I can't because your machine's not working. He's like, well, try the other one. I'm like, well, they're both not working. And he like lets out a sigh. And I'm like,
Now he has to talk to you now.
my bad, dude. Like, my order's super easy. 2 Baconator combos, medium drink, large fry, 2 6-piece nuggies. We're good. And he rings me up, and he's like, fucking like $40. And I'm like,
$40.
there's $36 fucking dollars for our dinner tonight.
Holy
So
shit.
I do the ba-dink tap, and he's like, didn't go through. And I'm like, I got money. Like, I just got paid today. I checked my account. Before I walk in, anytime before I walk into a restaurant, I don't care how much money I know I have or I think I have.
Yeah, check.
I check my shit because I'm not trying to be in one of those situations where my shit declines in front of everybody, and I've already made like a thing because I can't use the kiosk.
True, yeah.
So I'm that guy now. So I try 3 more times. I insert, I tap, and it's just like it says processing on my end. Then it just vanishes. And he's like, it says it's not going through. I'm like, I will show you my Navy Federal app, dude. And I don't want to be that customer. That's like, because I've been at Food Lion when I was a cashier, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't care what your shit says. My shit says it's not working. But what they told me is it never said declined. It just would like, whoop. Like, just act like I didn't tap or
your
insert.
kiosk isn't working.
Kiosk isn't working. Card reader's not working.
Yeah.
Clearly, y'all's connection here is a little wonky.
Yeah.
So then the manager comes up because he has to get involved at this point.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, I don't want to be here. And I'm just about to text you like, we ain't getting Wendy's. So then he like, all right, I'm going to take it to the drive-thru window. I'm like, cool. And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, dude, I have money. All right. I'm not trying to get over on you guys. He's like, no. I can tell it's our end. And I was like, sweet. So what are we going to do here? Here's what's going to happen. Either we just got $36 worth of Wendy's for free tonight,
Or
if every 5 times my card taps something, it's going to hit my account tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Because I checked when I left, no Wendy's charge.
okay.
So we could have possibly gotten 2 Baconator combos, medium drink, large fry, and 6 pieces for free.
Okay.
So I went through all of that to get us free food tonight, bud.
Or you'll have a charge of $190.
Dude, I'm going to be so pissed because I'm going on a trip and I'm already like stressing about it. I'm like, dude, I don't want that to like all hit. Where it's like, yeah, seriously, like $200 at Wendy's.
Yeah.
Then what I got? Call Navy Federal and be like, some of that's fraudulent. And they're going to be like, you need a new card. And it's just going to be a whole thing, dude.
$25 at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing tonight. FNAF, if you will.
I mean, okay, so let's say everyone knows the gist of the movie, haunted animatronics, kids, blah, blah, blah. If you were in that situation, you were reminded, like, hey, I got a job for you.
Yeah.
Find out it's that job. You find out the backstory of it. Would you still take it?
Here's the thing, man. Mike's the problem, all right? The job's not the problem. Mike's the problem, all right? Mike will not let go of this traumatic experience that happened in his life.
Which was?
His little brother got kidnapped, and basically in front of him while they were at a picnic.
He was told to watch his little brother.
And he turned around, and the kid was gone. Hey.
So is it on the parents?
It's on everybody. It's a communal effort.
I mean, also, you should let...
Obviously, this guy that kidnapped him, we find out, is pretty damn good at taking kids. It's nobody's fault, right? It's a shitty situation. I get it. But the problem with Mike is he's stupid, man. You're not gonna remember some shit that nobody else could remember because you keep going into dreamland and reliving. You're gonna put yourself in an early grave, man. Which he's doing in the movie. He's just like he's wearing himself down, and then like
he looks like shit. Because
of that, the trauma makes him attack that dad. Where the kid was just like, I'm not ready to leave the mall yet, and he sees it as his kid's getting kidnapped.
Yeah,
beats the shit out of him in a fountain.
Yeah.
In front of everybody, loses his job, and that's why he has to go to these workplaces or like job places to get jobs, and that's where he meets William, who is one of our favorite horror guys of all time.
Yeah,
Matthew Lillard. But yeah, I honestly feel like he's the problem. I wouldn't be, and that job really wouldn't be that bad. And I know in the game, like you have to like constantly like turn on flashlights, and like that's how you're like supposed to not get caught by the FNAF characters. But like, I don't feel like I don't know what happened to the first security guard, and like what his traumas were, or maybe he was just a sleepy, an old man. But I don't think this job's. I can stay up late, dude. I do not have a problem staying up late. I have a problem waking up early.
I don't think the first guard had traumas. I feel like it was just late at night. They're like, yeah, we're tired of waiting around. Yeah,
but like also like I don't think I would get in that situation. Like even if they start chasing me, dude, they are
they are very slow.
They are so slow. And like me being a horror connoisseur, like somebody that like I always put myself in these situations.
Yeah,
bro, you can run around it like 10 times and just like mess with it.
So my first
and like make it dizzy almost.
My thought was, so my job is to protect anything from getting inside.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit in this control room.
No, I'm not going to sit in the control room. That's for fact. I'm going to be outside walking around, getting fresh air, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah.
Plus me and you, dude.
Yeah,
we're outside chain smoking.
Yeah, all day.
Smoking all day. J Squared Horror Podcast.
Sun comes up. All right, let's go.
Yep. Fucking
no one got in.
6 packs of empty cigarettes, and you're like, well, all right, nobody got in.
If they did get in, they're on the backside.
Yeah.
And realistically, the animatronics would have got to them anyway before we did.
That's not my job.
It's an easy job to take out.
Very easy job. I know the pay shit.
Awful.
But if I was like in that same situation, I feel like I would excel.
Yeah.
Plus, you get the pretty cop that shows up.
Yeah.
We just walking around talking all night.
Yeah.
Easy gig, dude.
With her, would you have picked up on sooner that she knew what was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just because I did in the movie.
Yeah, I did too.
I knew she was weird. It's like she just rolls up on a random place and then just is like informative. Well, you know something. I don't know.
Knows for everything there, how to cut it on.
What's your trauma here?
Yeah.
And plus, you're not, I don't know what year this movie was set.
I think the 90s.
Okay, that would make sense because the 80s weren't that long ago, or like late 70s.
I feel like the way they were dressing, the technology they had.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No like cell phones yet. I never saw a cell phone throughout this entire movie.
Was on a house phone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're all on house phones. And I think when she was like clicking through the TV, first it was a big back TV, one. And two, it was like TV shows / infomercials that were coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Which is more like that time period.
Real quick, during that whole part where she's clicking through the channels, there's a commercial for a Chia Pet that says it's really easy and anybody can do it. I'm just telling you right now, that's the biggest lie in all of infomercial history. I got a Chia Pet for Christmas, for my birthday, for my lady friend, and it's a Pennywise one. And it's still sitting there with seeds on its head.
Yeah.
It's had water. It's had sunlight. I've tried everything here, guys. If anybody has Chia Pet recommendations or advice, please email jsquaredhorror@gmail.com and let me know how I can save my Chia Pet, because I really want a Chia Pet. I've wanted a Chia Pet since I was a little kid.
They're
man.
probably going to say, throw it away and buy a new one.
Well, you just wipe the seeds off. I got more seeds.
So something I always wanted those, the clapper, the clap on.
Oh, clap on, clap off. I still want one. To this day.
That's when I think about it. It's like the physical form of what like Alexa does.
Yeah, I mean, I just talk to my
Sure,
Alexa.
yeah.
I'll turn on.
So instead of talking, I just clap.
Yeah. There's
So yeah,
I wanted those that little ankle thing that you like jump. Yeah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
is that
Remember what I'm talking about? They had when we were kids.
was purple?
I think
It's
so.
like
Yeah.
a ball on the
And
end.
it like rolls, and you
Is
got to
it
jump it with the other leg while it's hooked to your one leg.
Is it
Catch that thing to
called,
the ankle bone.
skip it?
I don't know. That might be a skip.
That might be it.
It might be a skip.
But then when I say skip it, I'm like, I think of bop it,
Bop it is what I thought too. Yeah.
twist it. What else was it?
Skip it. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Oh, dude.
What's it called?
Dude. I don't think they have the original. Because all these are like skipper ball. Foot ankle skip ball.
The literal definition.
The definition of it. But when I put in skip it, it pulled
that
up.
popped up.
Yeah.
It's called a skip it.
No, but it's like, it's not a skip it. They don't have that official title anymore. Maybe they got sued or something because some
Maybe.
kid lost their ankle.
That's just like Band-Aids.
Yeah. What?
I fell into a whole Band-Aid wormhole not too long ago.
Are you
Too.
talking about the color of Band-Aids?
No.
Oh.
So Band-Aids, their name aren't Band-Aids. They're adhesive bandages.
No, they're Band-Aids.
Band-Aid's the company that makes them. They're called adhesive bandages. Where and they got the name. They got the name because they combined bandage and first aid.
Oh, yeah.
Band-Aid.
That's a marketing genius.
When I first saw that, you would have thought
you would have think.
thought that I was told the meaning of life.
Yeah.
That shit blew my mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. I was watching like them history of food, like the Food Wars type shows,
Yeah.
where they're talking about like Pizza Hut versus Domino's and and I watched that Founder movie about McDonald's, dude, about Ray
Kroc, yeah.
Kroc is such a piece of shit. Here I'm thinking every time I walk into a McDonald's, see the Ray Kroc plaque, I just want to give him a high fucking five for giving me my McNuggies.
No.
Piece of shit. Michael Keaton killed it in that role.
Although the McDonald brothers maybe should have just made it a franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but still, Kroc was
Like, no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Well,
but still,
it's your fucking
that's
loss
a good
then.
movie.
It's a good movie.
Very good movie. But anyway, back to FNAF. How do you feel like you would do working there? I mean, we kind of agreed on the cigarette smoking, stay outside.
We would do fine.
Yeah.
I would do fine.
I'd
He
just
would do
call
fine.
you. Like, do you want to come hang out for a few hours?
Yeah, not
We could just set up the studio in there.
Yeah.
Do episodes every day.
got the bare light
Yeah.
in the front.
Everything, dude.
Run inside, cut it on real quick.
Yeah. We'll be killing it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I guess I've never been through something that traumatic, but the fact that like he's forcing himself to fall asleep. Why don't you just do that during your sleep time? Like, why are you using every ounce of your available time?
Get you, as they say, you get out what you put in.
Yeah,
So you figure if I get to a super deep sleep, concentrating on something,
he's gonna find it.
I get control where my mind goes. And every time I see it, I'll potentially find out something else or see something differently.
Yeah, but would you agree with that?
100% no.
Okay, I'm just like I don't think I'd want to relive that day every single day.
I mean,
for the rest of my life.
At a certain point,
You kind of have to realize that it's like he's dead.
you fucked up. And I think his parents were dead too.
Yeah, like everybody's dead.
All right.
And you have a sister that you're supposed to be taking care of
You have
currently.
another younger sibling.
So like you're double fucking up here. You're like you're double screwing up because you're not only let one get captured, but you're letting the other one about to get taken by the aunt.
He in essence like gives one away.
No, yeah, he does later
Pretty
on in the
much,
movie. Yeah.
He's not a good brother.
He's not a good brother. He's probably one of the worst brothers in cinematic history.
Damn.
You know, just saying.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers is up there.
That was my thought too. I want to kill my family. So Wait, his name Mike too.
Oh, it's Mike's.
It's a Mike thing.
If you have Mike as a brother, tell me, is he shitty or is he good?
He's probably shitty, and you're probably dead because of it.
You're not able to speak on behalf of a brother for Mike. A Mike brother? Did anything scare you? Like, does the thought of animatronics walking slowly behind you at all? Okay, so what do you think the difference is? Michael Myers never runs, right? He's very slow moving. There's shadow play. They do a lot of the same things in this movie, honestly. That, like, kind of created the allure of those, like, slasher psycho killers of shadow play and slow moving.
No.
But, because I was thinking about it like zombies, right? My favorite kind of zombie is a slow walking George A. Romero zombie,
Okay.
right? But I'm watching these animatronics take baby steps and just they're huge. That's the thing. It's like zombies are just like people size and they're like dead. So that's going to be like, oh, snap. That's kind of crazy. But like I would see this thing walking at me and I wouldn't like even the first guard and Mike, like they're all like shoving on the door. Like, ah! I could just run right past them in the opposite direction. They're not fast.
So the one when he was
The cupcake.
when he was shaking the door, I see why he didn't try to run by. He has the hook hand.
Yeah.
So you
Run on the opposite side of the hook.
Run by, he can move his arms a little faster.
You haven't seen them move yet. You got to roll the dice, buddy.
So my whole train of thought was, but he figures out later, they're animatronics.
Yeah, so they're electric.
Yeah.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Water, you're good.
Yeah, which I can't believe it took a cop
Yeah.
to like give you that. Like,
So all you need is to be outside, because you see they do come outside.
yeah.
Water hose, boom, we're done.
Also, ow.
I spray them, get the fuck back inside. And they'll just, and they're,
Their eyes go from red to white again. They're not trying to possess you or kill you.
All right, I'll go inside. And then
Go
they're
inside.
inside thinking, like, what the fuck do we do?
Get back in your stage and stand
Yeah.
there until somebody turns you back on.
Yeah.
My question is, if you never turned the power on to that bad boy, them things still cutting on left and right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did Freddy find her all the way at her house? Anybody?
Or how we got there.
Or how he got there because he had to take a cab ride home?
He didn't take a cab there, I'm pretty sure.
No, because that
No
cab
one-
driver
yeah,
was pissed.
No one's letting.
Nobody's letting in the full animatronic in.
Yeah.
How's it paying for the cab, too? How'd they both pay for that cab?
The kid paid. Also, honestly, if a kid and a big animatronic get into my cab, I'm not worried about who's paying. I just want you out as fast as possible.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm getting out of my cab and walking.
If you guys want to get there, there you go.
If you guys want to get there, pay me first.
Yeah.
I'll take payment up front.
Or drive yourselves.
Yeah, here's the car, little girl.
Because,
See if the bear can teach you how to drive.
yeah.
Mm.
You guys are fucking close.
Since she's all leaning in the back seat with you with his one eye, one ear. I just feel like we're just too old, man. We're just old, dude.
Yeah. Oh, another question.
Yeah.
Another role. You're the cop.
Yeah. The same scenario?
Yeah.
Oh, what? What's your
Now-
question?
One, do you even get yourself involved this time
No,
around?
no.
Okay, now you are involved regardless.
Say I got a call because that's my area because like the people broke in, right? Let's just say that. And I go there. I'm like, this is crazy. I remember this place from being a little kid. My dad was weird. There were like kids missing.
So my question is, how long of a gap has there been in between missing security guards, you think?
That I don't know. It has to be. It's got to be months. Because you didn't even see any remnants of that
Yeah.
security guard anywhere.
'Cause I don't think that was her first time being there.
No, not since
With
she
a
was
security
little
guard
kid.
being there. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't be a cop in that town if I were her. I'm moving far, far, far away from that area.
Also,
You know, I understand unhealthy relationships with parents, like the best of them, but I don't think that I would want to stay in that town and even be known as affiliated.
yeah.
Even though nobody knew.
No one
The
knew
only
that.
person that knew was her
So
and the dead kids.
So she knew at some point that her dad killed Mike's brother.
I think she figured that out when they were together. Because she even said it. I did not know
at first.
At first. But then he talked about it, and she was like, oh.
Yeah.
That was that little boy. And did she... Nobody would have known about the airplane but him.
No.
So I don't understand why he freaked out about that, because she could have played it like, dude, it was some kid. How was I supposed to know that was your little brother?
Yeah. Also,
His name was Garrett, I do believe.
Also, you could have got that fucking plane at Freddy's.
Or you could have gotten it from whatever store, back in then. Those days, we had this thing called Toys R Us that had all the toys.
Yeah. That's obviously a mass-produced toy.
Obviously. It wasn't like 1v1. It wasn't Stuart Little's airplane from Stuart Little 2.
So I think that William knew or figured out that was his brother.
He knew it immediately. He knew it as soon as he gave him the job, because he looks at his last name and goes, actually, he knows. He put him there because he knew it.
So you think.
I know it.
So you know
Mm-hmm.
that, I'd say, what, maybe 15 years?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe it might not, maybe 10. It could be like 25.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was probably like 10 or 11, 12-ish.
Yeah. So I'll say 15 years.
15 years.
15 years go by, and he remembers every kid he's killed in their first and last names?
Sure, why not?
I don't think he knew immediately. I don't think he knew when he brought him in.
No, not when he was like coming in the office.
Yeah, no.
But when he looks at that last name, he stops saying, you don't have a job. He says, oh, your name's Mike, and then looks at it, looks at him, closes the folder, and goes, actually, I do have a job for you. He knew right then and there that that's who he was putting in that job.
Because
He wanted both brothers. It's like a Gets the Jollies off on it or something.
Huh.
I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense that he recognized his last name from anything else. It could have just been from the missing reports.
I mean,
Because I think it all happened in that town. I think that Mike's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this boy went missing. His brother, last name,
Uh-huh.
boom, Dunzo. He knew it. He had to have.
Okay.
And then that's why he was pissed. He was like, come on, man. We had this figured out. The dude sleeps through his whole shift. We could have, but you kept giving him these little insights.
He is a sleeper.
He's a sleeper, dude. And then you got that whole scene where it's like, I get, like, he's not the best brother. We've already established that.
He is the worst.
But to even contemplate a living sibling versus a for sure dead one, it's a no-brainer. At no point would I accidentally say, take her.
No, he meant it.
He meant it. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. I don't get that. That's a huge, I get the trauma and I get like that, but for a fact he's dead. He cannot come back.
And I think when he touched it, he realized, oh shit, this isn't real.
When he touched him, he saw who? Her.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
What? Never mind.
And they're like, sorry, dog. We're out of the dream world.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're going to get her. I'm going to get.
So he fell asleep in the control room.
Every night.
Then it wakes
How long
up.
did he have this job? 5 days?
Yeah. I guess 5 Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Yeah.
And he wakes up in that chair.
They took him. That's why he was getting cut.
Those fucking animatronics.
Carried him, yeah.
You think they were the kids?
No, the kids are just pigment. They're all ghosts. The kids don't exist.
So why
The kids can't physically do anything unless they're the animatronics.
except like be seen and that's it?
Yeah.
So that's why when you see the kid with the red hair and the orange shirt,
He goes back, and then the animatronic
comes out. Okay.
Yeah, the kids are just there to try to lure kids or lure the adults as like, we need help. I think that's how they probably got that one security guard. They came out in kid form, and he went looking, and then the bears were like, or the animatronics were like, sorry, bro, pushing. Also, how quickly they tuned up that entire crew of people that were there to tear up the place.
Oh yeah.
And efficient. They're very efficient.
So that was the whole aunt, and that was a weird.
I don't know why that was a part of it.
It was
I guess it was just for family dynamic and
Yeah.
like to try to give him his out of taking care of her.
Yeah.
But then she gets 86th, so it's like the forever nap, as they call it.
Yeah, it was it's weird.
It was, man. There's, of course, this movie. I'm not gonna dive into all the plot holes because it's just not worth it
Yeah.
to try to like. I'm not trying to badmouth this movie at all. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think that if you watch it with somebody that's into it, you will enjoy it. I can actually guarantee that.
I can guarantee that too, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're a 30-plus-year-old male and watching it by yourself for the second time, it's probably
No, I'm
not the
good.
greatest idea.
Yeah, I'm good.
But there are a lot of cool parts, and there are parts that you can break down and think about, especially as siblings or especially as having people you love and care about. So those aspects are cool. Very hard episode for us. We're sorry if it's not exactly up to your fancy, but we did try our best overall. But I feel like even in the end battle, once he goes to the hospital or once she picks him up, you know exactly how it's going to go down. Were you surprised that Matthew Lillard's character came out in the Yellow Bunny Man suit and was all badass beast mode?
No.
And then he did, what'd he do? What'd he give us? He
gave
gave
us
us
the old Stu Mocker.
Stu Mocker knife swipe.
Yeah.
And he also said, I always come back.
So if you didn't know it, you can hear it where you can tell us him.
Yeah, you can tell them.
Because, it sounds like
Yeah.
that.
just
But yeah, I do like that it hinted towards.
it gave some like nods
Yeah,
to Scream.
which was good.
Yeah, I like that. When I first watched it, I about lost my mind.
Him saying he always comes back. He's coming back for Screen 7. Who knows?
No, he's not.
We don't know that.
Also, have you seen all the fucking Randy's cousins haven't gotten phone calls? Like, dude, Scream 7's falling apart at the seams.
Really?
And falling apart after they fired Melissa? Dude. And then Jenna was like, sorry, scheduling conflicts. Now they're not calling anybody back. So that means the cousins, the
Meeks?
Meeks are out, which that's crazy. 'Cause
Core
they have-
4.
They have Core 4, baby. Core 4 is done.
Damn.
We didn't even get a solid 3 movies with them, which is always the rule for
Can't
Screams.
get a dynamic duo?
Nope. No Core 4, no dynamic duo.
I guess you
Even
have-
even if Melissa and Jenna didn't come back, I would have been like, oh, okay, we still got them two with the plot armor as thick as somebody's armor. I was trying to be like really smart.
You can't have Chad live through Scream 6 the way he did, not bring him back.
Yeah,
for
there's
Scream
no
7.
dude, think about it. There's no Jenna and him arc story.
Oh, shit.
Nothing. Yeah. The fact that they fired Melissa and she is refusing to come back ruined Scream. Even if you bring back Nev, even if you bring back Matthew, if you bring back Skeet, you can somehow bring back Jamie Kennedy. And dude, I feel like they completely botched it. They might completely drop the project altogether.
Now, does that affect how you think of the franchise as a whole or no?
It can't, because I can only go off of the movies that it has. I'm not the biggest fans of these newer ones because of the plot armor, but at the end of the day, they're Scream movies, so I take them with a grain of salt. Yeah. The killers always disappoint you, and you move on. That's Scream 101. The only good killers were the first ones.
I also didn't want a Scream 7 anyway, so I'm good.
I wanted a Scream 7 if it gave me what I wanted, but we all
You
know
got
that
Scream
already.
6 in New York, came out on March 10th. What more perfect
What
way
more perfect
to end
ending?
a franchise than
Then
that?
your favorite city-based horror films and your birthday month.
Yeah, come on, now we're done.
But yes, Matthew Lillard has signed on for multiple more of these. That's cool. I don't know how that's the case because he got pretty messed up at the end of this
I
movie.
mean, so you'll probably get some backstory
Backstory. Or we could have a prequel.
or just him as that character.
Oh, he fully... that would make sense.
Yeah.
He would be the possessed animatronic of the Yellow Bunny.
Because it is his voice and everything, so it is still Matt
Yeah,
Lillard,
and then
yeah.
you have the flashbacks that would show him doing
Yeah.
what he did. Yeah, makes sense. So the movie ends by everybody making it out of there, but nobody died at the end, which is crazy. No animatronics were harmed in the filming of this movie.
Yeah.
All the animatronics were either puppeteered or completely practical.
Do you have a favorite animatronic?
I guess the coolest looking one's the fox.
Yeah. I'm
I
feeling
like that little cupcake thing. That thing's evil.
Yeah. So I like is that a bird?
Yeah. Chicky?
Chicky?
Yeah.
In a little cupcake in the
Okay.
plate.
Yeah, that says eat now or some shit. Eat me or something.
Let's eat.
Oh. I watched this movie. I know I did.
They're a good tag team.
They are. They're a great duo.
So that
It's like
made me-
us.
that
You're
made
the
me-
Chicky and I'm the cupcake.
That made me think of when they have the one and they're watching him on the camera and they just put the cupcake into the thing.
Oh, yeah.
They're a tag team.
Oh, yeah. You knew it. Yeah.
Love it.
I was like, those guys are cool. I just like the super. He looks messed up, my little fox.
Yeah.
He's had a rough life.
Yeah. He was fucked from the jump.
Yeah, he looked beat up from the
They just
get-go.
made his shit like terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Although
absolutely
I didn't
crazy.
like the look of what they call him, Yellow Rabbit.
That was cool. I wanted to know the backstory of why his suit was so beat up, though.
Yeah.
Like, what did he go through?
I like how he came out just kind of
And
creeping
he
on
looked
the side.
so big when he
Then when he came
unfolded.
in, and it's like the boss level. Coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So that was good. I enjoyed
Matthew
that.
Lillard's probably, what,
part.
6'4"-ish?
At least I think
your
so,
height?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. He's a tall guy for
He's
sure.
a tall
yeah.
guy because
Yeah.
when we saw him in person, when he ran behind our table,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's bigger than I thought.
Taking pictures. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is this dude?
He was trying to take pictures of J Squared Horror, but he didn't want to get caught.
I get it, man.
Hey. We're Satan's gift to podcasting. We get it.
If you want to come back for the Tidewater Horror Convention,
Do it. Because
We'll
right
take
now
some
we just
pictures
have a
together.
couple, we only have a couple of stars coming right
yeah,
now.
we got
Some Chucky 2 people, Child's Play 2 people.
yeah, so you got
We
the
got Lynn Ring or whatever her name is
Who is
from
it?
The Crow.
okay, yeah,
The chick
her.
that ate eyeballs.
You got her. You got Andy from Child Play 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That actor?
Yeah.
The lady who played his stepsister
Mm-hmm.
in part 2, and the guy who plays the not real but the actual literal version of Candyman.
Yeah, when he plays Candyman in the newest
Candyman.
Candyman, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
that is cool.
I want to meet him for
Hope
sure.
he doesn't cancel.
He will. Because last year, the person I was most excited to meet was the little girl from Evil Dead Rise.
Like, nah, I'm
she
good.
backed out like a month before the freaking
Yeah.
show. We had already gotten our table. We had already gotten
Yeah.
everything. It was set up. There's a huge chance that we will be at the Tidewater Horror Convention again. I just see me rocking some merchandise right now.
Oh, yeah.
We just haven't finalized purchasing anything yet. But obviously, we'll keep you guys in the loop. It's going to be in September 13th through the 16th.
Which is a Friday.
It's a Friday. I could do that, I think. It's this one. You did pretty
Sounds
good.
exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Friday the 13th, baby. We'll be there.
September, Friday the 13th. We'll be there all weekend. And then also come support the local horror convention because we need fan support just like anybody else does. All right, man, on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you rate FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy from 2023?
On a scale from 1 to 10, Five Nights at Freddy's for me is a 5.
Perfect.
No pun intended.
On a scale from 1 to 10,
Uh-huh.
I agree. It's a 5. No pun
Boom.
intended. Five Nights at Freddy earns a 5 from the J Squared Horror Boys. Yeah. That was a tough episode. Sorry. It was tricky for us to get through because it was hard for us to pace with it when we watched it again. I think going into it last week when we decided it, we were still going off of when we had originally watched it.
Yeah.
And then we rewatched it, and it's kind of like what happened with Season of the Witch for us. You realize that some stuff just doesn't always hold up as much as you thought it did the original time.
But you would think in the course of 2 months it would be that huge
I
a
didn't,
difference.
I didn't
But
think it would.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was pretty bored.
So what are we covering next week?
Next week, we are going to do, we're going to stick with some more, try to knock out these fan request episodes here. So next week, we are going to be covering Night of the Demons, which came out. Give me 1 second just to let you guys know. It is not to be confused with the movie we have already covered, Demons,
Which
but
was
this
good.
is Night of the Demons from 1988. It's considered a horror crime, and it is available to watch on Tubi, Peacock,
Hey.
Sling, Redbox, Amazon, Freevee, AMC, YouTube, you name it. It's available. So you guys will be able to come out in droves next week.
Shout out to Freevee.
Shout out to Freebie, because the last time I heard that, the first time I ever heard that was out of Jake's mouth. But now I'm reading it on like 10th in line on their thing. So yes, Tubi, Peacock, Sling, Redbox, Amazon, Freevee, AMC, YouTube, you name it. It seems like it's available. So
It's pretty much only if you don't have any of
if
these
you don't have any of
somehow,
those, yeah,
use Freevee.
use Freebie. But yes, Night of the Demons, another request by our longtime fan, Courtney. Big shout out to you, lady. We appreciate your request. The last one was a lot of fun, and we're hoping that this next one is going to be a lot of fun too. So make sure you guys go out and watch that. Nothing else to update you guys on. Huge shout out to all of our main supporters. Jeff Balance, who does our design work. Lucky Riggs, who does our intro and our outro music. A huge shout out to Jake for being the world's greatest co-host a guy could ask for. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. And you're welcome.
Yeah. Any shout outs or thank yous you want to let out before we get off this episode, bud?
Let me think. I do. A huge shout out to our fans. So last episode I mentioned going back and watching Hell House LLC.
Yeah.
The Carmichael Manor.
Yep.
We're 20 views away from 1,000.
We are.
So if you guys can somehow between now and next Tuesday figure out 20 more views, we'd appreciate that.
Keep sharing us. Keep supporting us. We love each and every single one of you that support the J Squared Horror Podcast. Huge shout out to Braden for requesting this last episode. Had a blast watching it with you. Sorry I didn't feel the same way watching it alone. But yeah, this is the J Squared Horror Podcast. My name's Josh.
And I'm Jake.
You guys have a great week. And remember, it's hip to be squared.